Good morning, everyone. Tom, aka Nostradamus. I'm the Bommus. How's everyone doing this morning? We already have a situation. There we go.
Ding ding
Look
ding
at
ding
the
ding 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 ding.
ding. You can tell I'm in super good spirits this morning. It's Monday. The weather gonna be a hot week, and on top of it all, I started cracking the windows open this morning, trying to let a little cool air in, and then I check my air quality app, and it says, nope, let's go ahead and get those windows closed back up. We're in the deep red. Must be some forest fires coming on. It's going to be Christmas in July here pretty soon. I'm pretty sure I'm going to start seeing my car covered in ash pretty soon. Freaking A, I love California. These forest fires have been a major problem now for several years. Global warming is fake news, everyone. All right, let's pop on over to the desktop. Let's see what's going on with Tastyworks. Today is going to be a quick one. Tomorrow's going to be a quick one. I think we're going to get into the groove of having quick ones. I keep threatening, I keep promising that. Let's see how we do. All right. Last night, the futures opened red and then they went green. This morning they were green when I woke up. Now they're going red again. It is a really big week for crypto in the stock market. I think tomorrow's title is going to be "The Crash Starts Today." What was today's title? The dump starts on. I just gave away my clickbait. I was supposed to tease that for a long time. All right. Whoever said I was any good at this stuff. Anyway, I think the dump might start tomorrow, and we'll get into why. Let's see what we got going on. Like Stacy's mom, Nasdaq's basically flat. You know what? I wouldn't be. I don't think there's anything happening today. Everything's in a holding pattern, waiting to see what happens. Let's see what my Bazinga newsfeed has to say. Let me put on my old man glasses. This robot-driven macro fund, boring. Stock futures hold near 5-week highs. Meh. Earnings wave. Bear market bottom for U.S. stocks? Question mark. No, it's not the bottom. Gold rebound pauses after snapping 5-week losing streak. Oil prices move higher. A bunch of yawn shit today. What is this robot-driven Mac? Oh, you know what? The news of the week. Apparently, Elon Musk was sticking it to Sergey. I don't know Sergey's last name. One of the co-founders of Google. Jonathan in the house. How you doing, brother? Yeah, apparently Elon's been sticking his wick into a lot of wax lately. I think first I heard some story where Elon retro in the house. Yeah, some kind of affair with Sergey was going on. At first I heard like there was a story that Elon was begging Sergey for forgiveness. And then he denies it. Dude, who knows what kind of key swapping party these billionaires go to? I will say though, a good rule of thumb is don't get involved with married women. That almost, I mean, just morally speaking, but then just like it never works out. Look, I you know, I gotta really watch what I say. I lost 10 subscribers this weekend. It was crazy. I lost 3 on Saturday, 6 on Sunday. I'm like, what's going on? Is this some kind of robot cleanup or I think I mean, I don't think I said anything crazy on Friday. I might have mentioned something like I didn't like cheeky crypto. If that caused me to lose 10 subscribers, I guess that it. But I'm getting ready to say, like one of the reasons I'm not even gonna say it, but don't get involved with married women. It's just not gonna end up good. right? It's just not going to end up good. At minimum, they're going to have a guilt trip and tell their husband. And then you got to worry about that dude like coming over to your house and, dude, like, all right. If I think even women can agree. If you put a group of men, all right, here's an experience. If you put a group of 50 men in a room and you put a group of 50 women in another room, and it was like an experiment. And if you like how like there's so many different like if you would just do the decibel levels of this room versus this room, I mean, which room do you think's gonna have a higher decibel level? If you were to put, if you were to stipulate like incentive not to talk, like which room would break first? I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying women enjoy the vocal conversation a little bit more and maybe at a little bit higher decibel level. So, best case scenario, I mean, and then look, they also get a little bit more like it's especially if you're a dude with the thing, right? You can go around last lassoing that thing around without any emotional attachment. For women, it's a little bit different. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. These are just scientific facts, right? Anyway, there goes 10 more subs. Yeah, no, I think for sure. I mean, my subs, like usually you'll see one or two down and one or two up. Like it just kind of goes back and forth. And I'm not really going out looking for like aggressively asking for subs, but 10 in one day, you have to think it's some kind of bot thing. Then again, who knows? Maybe like five brothers. Like we'll know tomorrow. Like if well, I mean, come on. I think maybe 4 women are subscribed to this channel. So if they just got offended by what I wasn't being sexist. All I'm saying is women, I'm not saying you can't get a certain group of men into a room and they won't talk. I'm just saying women like to talk a little bit more, That's all I'm saying. All right, enough of this tangent. I was going to try and stay focused today. I'm trying to stay focused and you guys just won't let me. It's not your fault. It's mostly mine. All right. So now the NASDAQ is down 40. Bitcoin dropped the hammer. Any we'll check on Capo, see if Capo has anything to say. Bitcoin's down about $1,000, $800 from yesterday. Gold, 1736. Natural gas up 11 cents. Both the 2-year and the 10-year up. Bonds are going crazy, guys. The bonds are up to 141. The bonds continue to say uh, the Fed needs to do a rate reduction, but the Fed's going to be stupid and continue to do rate hikes. We have a rate hike this week. Some people are saying 100, some people are saying 75. We'll find out how smart the Fed is this week, right? If anything, they could not raise rates, and it would probably be a good thing. But we'll see what happens. If they do a 75 or 100, God damn it, sorry. I had to clear my throat, and there was a little nasty there. Anyway, my apologies. What was I saying? So I'm not really expecting the Fed brow. I'm not really expecting the Fed announce. All right. So bonds are up a lot. Like I said, if anything, there should be a rate reduction. Let's see how smart the Fed is this week. I'm really curious. I think they announce on Wednesday, and the meeting starts tomorrow, and then the rate hike will probably come like on Wednesday if there is a rate hike. All these rate hikes are pretty much priced in to a certain point the rest of the year, so I'm not really expecting these Fed announcements to do anything. They're going to do unless they, a hundred BPS might cause a bit of a panic, but I don't think so. The market has it potentially priced in, so it wouldn't be much. And like I said, it's priced in the rest of the year. The things that are going to come out of the Fed the rest of the year, they're going to affect the market is going to be like CPI data, inflation data. This week I think we got GDP. So this would be the second quarter of a slowdown, which would say recession. Who knows if they're gonna, who knows if they're gonna say that's a thing or not. They might say it's a thing just so they can get it to be a not a thing before midterms or whatever. I really don't know how much politics really plays into that or whatever. A lot of that's just conjecture. So it is what it is. The big things this week are going to be earnings tomorrow. Tomorrow's earnings are going to be a really big indicator. There's some other data points out there I'm seeing that do concern me a lot. I've talked about it a little, but I think mostly in the Discord. We got car car repossessions. I think are going up. The housing bubble is showing signs to kick in, and we're seeing some interesting data from things like AT&T. AT&T, I think it was in their earnings or they reported or it was in whatever that people are having a hard time paying their bills on time. And I can tell you as an AT&T customer, and there being a lot of AT&T customers, that's concerning. I'm an I was an AT&T ISP, I don't have them anymore, but they're saying people are having a hard time paying their internet bills on time and their phone bills on time. And most people probably consider that more important than paying for food. So, I mean, and it's not like an ISP bill is super expensive, I mean, it might be for some people, but for example, my internet's like $70 a month. I want better internet, but they don't really offer it in my area. And I would pay more if I could. But $70 a month for that. My phone bill's like $70, $80, something like that. So we're not talking exorbitant amounts of money. And I have probably a little bit more of an expensive plan. Mine's actually more because I'm still paying off my phone, but I didn't really count that in there. So people are having a problem paying these small bills. I don't know if there's any rent data out there right now. Because typically people, they'll try and pay their mortgage because you don't want to go homeless. So that's going to be a top one, and food's going to be a top one, and you're going to want to pay your water and your gas. I got to tell you, story time. I let my water bill lapse one time on accident because autopay wasn't set up, and my city's in the Stone Ages, and it was really hard to set up autopay. And I finally figured it out, but like one day my water stopped working and I'm like, what the hell's going on? And I'm like, yo, what's going on? Oh, your bill's delinquent. And because I wouldn't check my mail and just kind of overlooked it, right? Tell you, and these assholes did it on a Friday, right? So I had to go all weekend without water. And I'm like, I'm going to have to go all weekend without water. How do I flush the toilet? And they're like, fill up a bucket. I'm just like, you see suckers, man. I tell you. Anyway, let's get this market finished up. Let's see what I got going on in the stock market. Coinbase, a little pullback. I'm actually happy about that. I would like to get out of this covered call in the next 25 days. No, this wasn't my early college days. This was I could afford to pay the F and water bill days, right? And then there was another time I forgot to pay the electricity bill and they shut that shit off. And of course, that was in the summer and that was on a Friday. And I'm just like, God damn. So now I have auto pay set up for everything. I think every bill I have is every bill possible is auto pay. Well, PG&E's not, but I make sure I pay that shit because it shows up in my banking app now, so it's not as hard. But yeah, man, PG&E I've had shut off on me a couple times just because I think one time it was. I mean, they don't really. I don't. Anyway, you're gonna take me off the water, man. That freaking sucked. I couldn't take showers. It was hot out. Flushing the toilets, water to cook. Like it's amazing how much you need water. Oh my goodness. All right, so we're gonna let this covered call go on. I mean, at the end of the day, if I get my Coinbase shares called away at a profit, I'm not gonna really cry over that spilt milk. We got a lot going on with Palantir. When did I do a $10 put? Did I roll that up? Oh, I think I did do a roll up on that, and I said if it goes through, it goes through. What else did I do? I thought I did something else. Mara coin. Can we roll this for a credit? I don't know if I want to roll it because I think the market's going to crash this week. We can roll it for a credit. I don't know that I really want to do that. I want to see what plays out this week. And I don't think I've started to get into why I think the market's going to crash this week, but we're going to dig into it pretty hard here in a second. All right, I got a call spread that's gone against me. Oh, I can buy this back. Oh no. Mid price is $1.72. This was part of a iron condor that I got $1.74 credit for. But I paid 30 cents for that. So I'm down about 30 cents overall on that. I'm not worried too much about that. Let's see what's going on with crypto. It was kind of a week. It was a weird. I mean, it wasn't really a weird weekend. Crypto started pumping. Bears started beating their chest. Wasn't a whole lot to it. What the hell? I didn't know that was a thing. You can go to headlines. I was planning to begin to buy Vanguard VEOO S&P 500 ETF for long term every month. Apart from crypto, do you think that is a good idea? I mean, if that's I don't. That's not my trading. That wouldn't be my trading strategy. Um, there's definitely a lot of YouTubers out there. Like for example, Graham Stephan would, especially the S&P 500. I don't know much about the Vanguard. There's a bro that always was making fun of Meet Kevin, and him and Meet Kevin are buddies now, and he's constantly making fun of Jeremy. He's a big believer in the Vanguard. Honestly, because those funds they charge money. I don't know much about how much the fees or the carrying costs are going to be for you. It's not the worst idea in the world if you want to be a more passive investor. It's a safe investment strategy, and if you're investing in crypto, there's nothing wrong with having a big part of your portfolio and safe stuff. Uh, I probably and it's yeah. I mean, I don't hate it. It's just not my style. It's not a it's not a bad idea. I wouldn't call it a great idea, but I wouldn't call it a bad idea. And this isn't financial advice. I'm just more of an active investor. So I personally would do something like set up your own ETF. And you can do that with, I do have a link down below to M1 Finance. I don't hate M1 Finance. They allow you to set up basically a basket of stocks and set a percentage and it'll buy it for you. You don't have to buy whole shares. If you tried to do that with, if you tried to do like your own S&P 500, with like a regular brokerage account that didn't let you do fractional shares or whatever, that would be almost impossible. and just buy, a basket of 10 or 15 good stocks. You're not going to get crazy good returns, but you're also, you're not going to take crazy big losses. So it's just a bit up to you. Me personally, I would just start buying stocks that I really like. But the S&P, and it kind of depends on how young you are, right? Or how old you are. So if you just want to do a nice, safe return for the next 20, 30, 40 years, nothing wrong with doing the S&P 500 and or the Vanguard. Again, I don't know much about the Vanguard. I mean, I think my 401k is in some Vanguard shit. So again, I don't know how much their carrying costs are, but it's definitely a nice, solid, slow, safe plan. And if you're more risk averse, oh, you're 38. Yeah, I mean, you can get a good 20 years before you hit like your IRA retirement years. Good 20 years if you're plowing, like if it's a lot of money, a lot of it is just, and a lot of this is situational to you. First of all, are you investing disposable income? If you're not investing disposable income, you're probably going to get yourself in. Well, I guess if you're investing money you can't afford to lose, the S&P 500 is a lot safer. Planning throw away 1K every month. Mm, I would say get to a plan and try and stick to it. So of that 1K, is some of it going into crypto? If some of it's going into crypto, then you have a nice, you know, part of your allocation going to a risky basket. If you got a family to consider, a wife or some children, and you're doing a nice, solid, safe, will definitely, history has proven over time, it will earn, 7% every year. So nothing wrong. 1K crypto, 1K Vanguard. So you're doing 2K every month, 1K into Vanguard, 1K into crypto. Yeah, I mean, you're doing 1K into a very safe, stable asset and 1K into, yeah. That's a very solid plan in my opinion, but I'm not a financial advisor. I would tell you to go talk to a financial advisor. Yeah, but you're going to be hard pressed to find a financial advisor that's going to say, "Oh yeah, you should definitely put 50% of your money into crypto." Who is this sexy mofo? Yeah, so that's a pretty solid plan. Yeah, and that wasn't advice. That wasn't advice, my friend. All right. Well, what's the stock market doing? Tesla, go down, baby. Crash. I feel so dirty. I feel so dirty. I'm sitting here rooting for crypto to crash because I want to buy it up. That wasn't no. I said I liked it. I didn't tell him to do it. This is not. This channel has zero financial advice. Zero. I give life guidance. I mean, go. I wish I could. The guy is super annoying, but now I want to find the guy. What is his name? Another piece of interesting news I found out this weekend is Meet Kevin got a DUI in May. Dun, 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 dun. I need to get like one of those buttons going. He's doing everything he can to get that news suppressed. And it's not in my title, so he won't come after me legally, most likely. But I mean, that guy legit would probably come after me legally if I made a YouTube title. But I'm not saying anything that isn't public domain. Oh, look at this. This video is no longer available due to a copyright claim by Kevin Paffrath. I mean, like, you can't, I mean, because this is bad. This is bad. This is not a good look. And most of you nerds in this channel won't know what I'm talking about. But in lieu of recent things that have happened, I think it was last November with, what's his name? Ruggs. Yeah, Henry Ruggs. This was a up and coming potentially all-star wide receiver that rear-ended like a 23-year-old girl in Vegas and killed her and her dog. And so because of a DUI. Yeah, no. So he you know what? He also did a video this weekend on why he left Millennial Money. And now you see Millennial Money has stopped posting videos. It's all a very weird situation. And I think a lot of it comes to money because Jeremy Lefebvre just recently. Oh, the strong man. Yeah, the strong man's the guy that loves these Vanguard videos. Look at this guy. What?
Boy, is someone about to get in trouble.
This guy's got to be the most annoying person on
Oh, I
YouTube.
can't wait. It's going to be glorious. It's going to be glorious.
I thought him and Kevin
Anyway,
were buddies
welcome
again.
back to Strongman Personal Finance. My name
Yeah,
is
this
Christopher
guy loves
Kelly. I'm a
Vanguard.
certified CPA accountant. I'm a long-term Boglehead investor. I'm author of the book Stop Being a Broke Loser. It's on Amazon. And I'm a very good stepbrother.
I would do
of
more,
Meet Kevin
honestly,
Puppet,
Jonathan.
Whatever pathway.
I would do. Oh, this was. I thought they were buddies again. I would do more investigation into how much Vanguard charges you or how much premium and stuff you lose. I think someone, I'm sure you can find some good info on that. So then I would look into just, again, maybe using something like M1 Finance where you could set up, and I've done it before. It works really good, especially if you want to be passive, but you just set up your basket and you say Tesla, put 10% in, Amazon, put 5, Apple, and you can throw like Nvidia, and you can throw up a really nice basket of good stocks and it'll auto take it out of your account. You could set up auto pay and it'll just auto allocate all that.
So, we got some drama going on today, and because we don't talk about stocks anymore on YouTube, we talk about drama. I got to talk about this breaking news.
Good afternoon,
So there's
everybody.
this
Welcome back to Strong.
desperate clown named Scott Schaefer who likes to copy me. I'm basically his idol. I'm his inspiration for his entire YouTube channel. So this guy, who's trying to compete with me, trying to outview me, whatever.
Scott
I don't know
Schaefer,
why.
who's
I'll
this
just go
bro?
with him. This clown goes ahead and takes Meet Kevin's DUI footage and actually releases it on his channel.
Okay,
Scott, I think you made a big mistake here, buddy. Now, I'm not going to report you. I'm not going to tell on.
Is he like he's good buddies with Meet Kevin now? So now he's
I think when Kevin finds out about this, which he will, I think he's going to come for your butt cheeks, buddy.
Yeah,
Now
no.
it's one thing to just talk about what happened. It's quite another to be so desperate that you take this guy's footage and put it on the internet.
Yeah, so that's the thing. You do. He's right because Meet Kevin's got money and he will throw that money. Like I can't afford. Hopefully, Meet Kevin doesn't. Scott Schaefer YouTube. There wasn't another interesting guy I came across this week. And Meet Kevin missed to falsely copyright claims. Who is this guy? He's got 19K subs. I'm definitely. Oh wait, he's talking shit on Stock Mo too. Yeah, the other guy I found this week was talking shit on a lot of these YouTubers.
All right, so
he made some good points.
Appeared on Strongman's live stream and actually talked about the censorship a little bit. And actually explained, he actually said in the video that
is he like what's going on with Meet Kevin that he's actually getting on? He leaves Millennial Money, but gets on freaking YouTube shows like this. Are you kidding me?
I want to make my channel specifically about Meet Kevin, but Meet Kevin specifically talks about me and calls me a pussy in this video, so I do feel that I need to at least.
Well, I mean, if we're looking at you,
my opinion as to what's going on. So if you don't know, Strongman's a channel. He's not the sharpest tool in the shed. He's basically
I agree with that.
Mildly entertaining. But he had Meet Kevin on his channel the other night. And what's really interesting is this guy up here in the top right, Cole, actually had videos on the Meet Kevin DUI video, and he actually had those taken down and copyright striked by Meet Kevin as well. But in this video, he doesn't go hard at Meet Kevin at all. He's joking around with him. You can see these guys are complete grifters. They don't care at all about the DUI. They just love getting the attention of being on a stream with Meet Kevin. If you don't know, Meet Kevin actually reached out to me the other day. He sent me an email. I'll show you. He wanted to do a live stream with me. I said, no, that's not going to happen. I said, you need to remove the copyright strike on my video. If you do that, I will consider debating you.
Well, because he's the strong man.
Because, you know, he's a loser.
He's kind of like
so,
Bert Kreischer, I guess. I don't know what these
so far.
idiots are
What he
doing.
actually says in this clip.
So also, I want to hit the kind of practice for tomorrow for you, me, Kevin. So I haven't been affected by it. So you're talking to like kind of a neutral party in this sense. So talk to me about like the I'll use the word of Kingdom of Finance to kind of give him the platform here about the censorship. I would like to have any explanation that you could provide on that, if any.
I've got a.
Yeah, bro, that's not gonna happen.
And it's mine, so fuck off.
It's just so hilarious. Kevin thinks it's funny that he can issue false copyright strikes and take down videos that are public domain because, you know, he wants to put out a video and he's a big YouTuber, so he can bully people around.
I had 2 hilarious memes, and they were both got taken down. Why did you not like them?
I don't know that. I don't think there was ever. I don't think I've actually watched your memes. I would be interested in seeing them now that you've brought them up. But
I think I still have the files.
Like, look, I mean, I sent YouTube an email. I'm like, yo, I got this video I want to post, and they're like, okay, well, we need more details that you can like copyright this. And I literally told them, I go, well, I'm starring in it, bitch. I didn't say the bitch part, but I said I'm starring in it. I think that was the only part you said.
I think the email just said bitch.
So I said, well, I'm in this video and I'm starring in it. And they're like, well, that's good enough for us. And I'm like, well, shit, okay.
I just think it's absolutely terrible. He's just.
What a douchebag, dude. All right, first of all, I'm starting to get kind of upset. Like, he's throwing his weight around on YouTube. He's throwing his weight around with money, but forget all that. This is probably not going to end well for him. He needs to be apologizing, right? Like, he needs to be saying, hey, I upped up. This did, because you can't suppress this forever, right? You could try, but look, it's not like I haven't done dumb shit in my life. He could be forgiven. He got lucky. He didn't kill anyone. Say, hey, man, you know, I don't know how drunk he was. Maybe it's a wake-up call. I don't know, right? All I'm saying, though, this is probably not going to end well for me, Kevin. He needs to do, and doing things like this isn't helping his look. That is not helping his look at all. Another bro I ran across this weekend, I'm not sure why, but I'm glad. We got George with some more hopium, it looks like. A little peek into my soul, what I watched a lot this weekend. Stockmo is telling me how to get rich. Excuse me for that. I've been doing a lot of videos watching people eating really hot stuff. Getting a little bored with our boy Johnny Bravo. Cue the fire. Watched a few Tristan Jazz videos. I've been watching a lot of these guys' videos. These guys, dude, this channel is amazing. They blow up, they do crazy shit with like guns and hand grenades, but they blow this safe up with a hand grenade. And this looks like a beefy ass safe. Look at this thing. That's not bad. So he's got a little M67 grenade there. Look at that safe. That thing looks like it should be able to handle a grenade.
When you pull the string,
I mean, that thing's solid. Like, you probably can't even lift that with one person. Watch this thing explode. It's right here. Are you kidding me? Look at that, dude. Look at the door. It pops up into the air. The door is going to pop up and fly over their head. Look at that, man. Dude, they're lucky. I thought like they wouldn't even really need to take cover on that anyway. Talk about your tangent. Let's see. Biden. I don't remember clicking on that. This was a really interesting video. This blacksmith talks about all these different all these different scenes with forging and shit. Lots of dieting. Here's a good Henry Ruggs story. Oh, our boy Climb talking about Cadena. Cadena is on the radar. I'm still continuing to research it. The needle on Cadena is still very much in the middle. It leans towards me wanting to buy it and leans towards me not wanting to buy it all in the same time. Invest Answers, talking a little bit about Phantom, but he's saying he's now saying there's no need to hedge Solana. Some Rust videos. I've been itching to play Rust. Orville's moving to Disney Plus. That kind of bummed me out. This guy right here, Chris Norland. He's been doing some videos talking about how Jeremy Lefebvre's a scam artist. I think that's a little bit too far. Anyway, kind of getting these videos suggested to me. Any opinion about IOTA, the crypto? Nah. I don't know much about that one, bro. That one was around in the last bull run, wasn't it? What's Cadena? Cadena had dropped down to like $1.50. Is it back up? Yeah, $1.53. This is interesting too because it just recently got on Coin or Binance, and it pretty much just dumped after the Binance. IOTA. Let me see. Like I've heard a little bit about it here and there. Yeah, this came out around July. Yes, this was around in the last bull run. Had a high of 5. It hasn't done much. It had a little bit of a bull run, but I don't know anything about this chain at all. I think I've heard like a couple videos here and there, but $3 is what it's at now, or recent high. Oh, recent. Yeah, I'm not your guy on this one. Like I don't see anything here that it's a nice website. I don't know much about the chain. It hasn't gotten on the radar enough. I mean, I feel like I remember hearing a video one time, but I think it was Big Boy. Like, or maybe it was Guy or something. And I'm like, it didn't sound horrible, but it didn't like crazy excite me. I'm a pretty much, is this a layer 1? Increasingly, companies and startups are integrating blah blah blah. Yeah, I don't know. Here's the deal. So IOTA is going to be a much higher risk play. So, and it's had 5 years now, and it hasn't made real waves yet. And this is just an outside look. So what's going on with IOTA that excites you? Like sell me on IOTA on this elevator ride or in one sentence. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't hate what I see, but I also don't love what I see. You know what I love? When I look at Ethereum and Cardano, I love what I see, and I can tell you why I love what I see. When it comes to Polkadot and Atom, I love what I see. Well, especially Atom much more than Polkadot. And I can tell you why I love what I see. Ethereum, like I legit want to ape in. Like, I have a bag of cash, and constantly I'm like, dude, you should just all in the rest of your money into Ethereum. There's still risk involved because they got to pull off the merge. But here's the deal: if the merge happens, which is supposed to happen in 2 months, it'll be interesting to see if they meet that timeline. So there is still a lot of risk there. But Ethereum's going to become like wicked. It's going to become wicked deflationary. So, and then we're talking about the biggest layer one, bar none, on the planet. It's already the number one layer one. It already has the most blue chip DeFi in layer one. It has the most biggest blue chip NFTs. If this merge is successful, Vitalik says they're about 55% done. I mean, that's a little bit of concern. But this is the top dog. This is the layer one. There's others out there like Matic I'm getting super excited about. I want to buy a big bag of Matic now. They're making good moves with Disney Plus, with the gaming. They do a lot of that's interesting too, because it was Invest Answers said he didn't like a chain because they advertised. Like, maybe it was Phantom. He just said this like yesterday. He's like, I don't like this chain because they're advertised. And I'm like, bro, like, did you not watch Lollapalooza? The Solana stage handing out Solana glasses, is that not considered advertising? Not enough. Yeah. So between Matic with the Disney Plus and the gaming partnerships, and they're being really aggressive, and yeah, and they're small. Like, I would much, if you were to say I want to all in Matic, I would say you don't want to all in anything, but I like that way better than freaking IOTA. And I think there's a good risk reward there. Matic is only like a $6 billion market cap. No, yeah, 6 billion. Are you kidding me? 6 billion market cap. And they're probably gonna be like the gaming blockchain for Ethereum, the layer, whatever. They're gonna be massive. They're making moves. I'm waiting for a nice little pullback because I think that pullback's gonna, but I want to buy a big bag of Solana, and not because I don't hate the chain. I don't love it. I'd much prefer something like Cardano, but a lot of the reasons I like Cardano might not give me the great returns on something like Solana. So I'm just mostly in Solana to make money. I don't know what to think about Polygon getting into a Disney accelerator program. Not a six, bro. Are you trying to value the entire 6 billion on Disney Plus? They did. Oh, they got the phone thing. The phone thing could be huge. If they pull that off, they got money too, and they're spending the money wisely. Unlike Harmony One. Okay, so I didn't really realize what this was. All right, this year's Disney Accelerator class. All right, we're not talking about the Mickey Mouse Club here. Disney's one of the biggest companies on the planet with streaming, video, the Marvel movies. According to Disney, this year's Disney Accelerator class is focused on building the future of immersive experiences and specializes in technology such as AR, NFTs, and AI. I don't know what the Disney Accelerator class is, though, to be honest. Yeah, this is Disney working with innovative collaborations. This isn't teaching 7-year-olds wearing Mickey Mouse ears how to play video games. Gala games will be huge on games too. I like Gala. I think it's high risk though. We struck a nerve with Retro. I like Gala. And Gala, if there's another bull run, Gala will probably do well. I'm being a lot more conservative right now. I'm just trying to build up a lot of good layer one. So if I were to buy a riskier asset right now, Gala is on the fringe of me considering. I'm not going to lie. But I'm more interested in ApeCoin and Cadena as my fringe players right now. So my list is pretty much, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, and then right now Solana. Why does it keep getting? I'm really itching to buy Solana. I'm itching to get a little bit more Atom. I'm itching to get a little bit more Osmosis. I'm itching to get a big bag of Matic. And then I'm considering Cadena. I'm still on the fence about that one. I think this one could get much cheaper. And I'm waiting for Matic too. Like if Matic were to get to like 50 cents or lower again, if we have that crash and it actually dips down to like 30 cents, I might buy like, a couple thousand Matic. Wait, 30 cents, like 10,000 Matic. Something like 10,000 Matic wouldn't be out of the question. $10,000 worth. Wait. No, 5,000, say like $5,000 worth of Matic. Oh yeah, so I could see myself buying like 10,000 Matic if it got low enough. Throw like 3 or 4 grand at Matic. I want to buy a big ass bag of Solana and stake it. I want to add Solana and more. And I'm going back to my roots, right? When I first started getting into crypto, it was all about staking. Accumulate, buy great layer ones. And I got a little carried away with the DeFi, and I'm sure it could happen again. A little play money. But I've already got a lot of Cardano. Cardano, again, don't even get me started. Like if I were to take my bag and put the rest of it back into Cardano and stake it, I would be somewhat content, right? I just like looking at the cool little logos of things like Cadena and knowing I own coins in it. Cool little I'm not like, don't they Atom has a cool icon. Matic's kind of ugly, or the polygon purple, I guess is kind of, and I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm joking, but kind of serious. So I want to buy Solana and I want to stake it. I want to buy Matic and I want to stake it. And I just like in the next bull run, the next 2 bull runs, I just want to have this nice passive income of stake coins coming in. We will hit a new high the next time around, and I'll probably take some profits. I'll be more inclined to take profits in Ethereum, and it depends. Like if I can get in Solana now or over the next couple months, and I can get into Matic over the next couple months, and I can buy some more, like maybe Ethereum or whatever. And it takes till 2024 to get to like crazy peaks, like Solana hits 300, 400, 500. Maybe even like 1,000. I don't think 1,000's out of the question. Then because it'll be long-term capital gains. The next time around, I'm gonna hopefully get in earlier so that when I hit long-term capital gains, we're not at the peak yet. And I can take 20, 30%, 40% off, have a nice big bag of cash, sleep a lot better at nights, pay my little taxes, not as much as the big taxes would be, and be ready for the next run and still have a nice big bag of Solana, a nice big bag of Atom, a nice big bag of Cardano. Just staking and earning, right? It goes down, I buy more, right? You accumulate more. I do believe cryptocurrency is going to be a huge part of the future. huge. Web3, I just don't know which ones are going to win. I think Ethereum's your safest bet. It could take 5 years, 10 years. I mean, the internet took, I would say, we're like 6 years in to cryptocurrency, 6 years into smart contracts. Ethereum started about 6 years ago, right? If you compare that to the internet started in like the 60s, right? It took like a good 20 years. And we're talking about DARPA, but like the retail internet didn't really start until like the 90s, Windows 90, circa Windows 95, circa Windows 3.1 browsers. And that was like the very, very early stage of the internet. So we'll say like 93, 94, 93-ish, the very early fringe. So I would say cryptocurrency, the fringe earliest would be 2016, right? I wouldn't really call Bitcoin. That was just a store of value, right? So I would say we're a good 6 years into this technology, and the next 4 to 6 years could be explosive, just like it was for the internet. $5 possible on Matic, yeah. Anything is a 10x possible right now. Anything is a 10x possible right now. So just without even looking at it, Matic's an $8. I think Matic has more in it. Bitcoin is a 10x possible in the next 5 to 10 years, within even maybe the next bull run in 2024. Possible. I'm not saying that's my prediction. I'm just saying it's possible. A lot of this depends on what happens to the overall market in general. A lot of bad things could continue to happen for the next several years. China could start invading Singapore. Russia could just keep on rolling. We could go into, who knows, a global war. We could go into a nuclear war, and it could be the end of the human race. The super volcano in, oh, not Yosemite. What's the other one where Yogi Bear lives? That shit could explode. It's actually painful that I can't think of this right now. I don't want to look. It'll come to me. Yellowstone. Yeah, Yellowstone. Oh my goodness. The super volcano in Yellowstone can blow up, and that could be basically the end of the human race, right? So things could be really bad. The market was out of control for years. We were in a bull market basically for 12 years. We could be in an extended bear market for another 5, 10 years. Depression. I don't really think a depression's on the table, but this could be the downfall of the United States. This could be the beginning. In 50 years, historians might be going, this is when the downfall of the US dollar happened, right here when they started. It's possible. So who knows? I think crypto is actually, they say, a lot of people will say Bitcoin's the greatest hedge against inflation. Whatever on that. I think that's actually a stupid argument. Because, right, the greatest hedge against inflation, yet it's the Bitcoin's priced in that asset. So how is Bitcoin the greatest hedge against inflation when it's priced, when you basically, you sell it to that asset? Now it has its moments. It's Bitcoin, I think, is the greatest hedge against world currency in general. Like whatever happens to the world reserve currency, if the world reserve currency goes from the dollar to the yuan or whatever, and then you're going to sell your Bitcoin in yuan or whatever. So I think it's the greatest hedge against just being in the potential downfall of the dollar, possibly. Now, I don't think the downfall of the dollar is happening anytime soon, but it's probably going to. I hate to break it to you, but all dynasties fail. You know, I saw an interesting video. I've been watching a couple of these too. This was really cool. Let me show you really quick on what I'm talking about. If you think, there was a couple of them, but if you think the United States isn't going to fall someday, oh, this is the wrong channel. The United States is going to crumble. Everything gets disrupted. Nations, for sure. We're not going to watch the video, but I'll just quickly click through these. All right. So this one, top 15 countries by GDP. This one was really interesting. And then the other one was, I don't know how far back we have to go. And the shit I watch, guys, is insane. 10 largest companies by yeah, this one was interesting. I learned a lot from this video. So this is the top 10 countries by market cap. In the 80s, it was IBM, Exxon. It was mostly American countries. I don't even know what Atlantic Richfield is, but oil dominated. Really got to a point where oil was Look at this, Amoco. My dad worked for either Amoco or Exxon when he got out of college. Exxon, Amoco, IBM, AT&T. These oil companies really. General Motors made a move and was one of the top countries for a while. And then Japan, like I remember back in like the late 80s, early 90s, I was drunk most of the time, so I wasn't really paying attention, I guess. But I didn't realize Japan was dominating the top 10 countries by market. Look at this. Japan, Japan, Japan. What is NTT? And then the Japan banks. Like Japan made a legit shot at taking over the global, and look at them now. They have their economy is effed right now. Look at this. We're gonna go one. Look at this. Bank, bank, bank. I still don't know what this is. Now keep in mind, remember this right now when we look at the other one. But Japan is just destroying everything right now. Exxon and IBM are still there. And at 1990, Japan, then they start falling down a little bit, and the United States starts coming back in. Walmart's coming in. Altria, I'm not sure what that is. Merck Pharmaceuticals. All right. Royal Dutch Shell. Is that a mobile for IBM taking a hammering? Microsoft coming in. Techs are starting to come in. Late 90s. We're getting ready for that bubble. Toyota's couple Japan. All right. So Japan's like completely out now. 97. Let's see what we got. So the Microsoft is really the GE, the number one company in the world at the turn of the century. GE still dominating. Where were we at? Like 98. Microsoft number one, Intel and Cisco. So before the tech bubble, look at this. Couple big names in tech. Microsoft number one, Cisco and Intel. 99, Lucent, Intel, Cisco. Tech bubble, boom. Tech bubble, gone. Microsoft dip, Cisco still there. 2001, Microsoft still doing pretty good. Intel's dipping, Cisco out. Did they ever recover? AIG setting up for the next big crash coming in. Most of you don't know what AIG is. Intel working its way back in. Bank of America, the banks are starting to work their way in, setting us up for disaster. Citigroup, man, Citigroup was the biggest bank in the world. I remember this vividly. Like they were the biggest bank talk for sure during the great collapse. Bank of America, Citigroup, GE still doing, and Petro. 2006. Couple banks from around the world coming in. 2007. Citigroup starting to fall. Did we, like, was it showing up before we even realized? Because AIG and Citibank are now out. This must have been at the end. So the crash already happened, right? So I'm assuming the crash already happened. PetroChina coming over. All right, we're just going to skip ahead now. So now the world starting to change quite a bit. China's making moves. Great Britain with BHP, but I have no idea what that is. Apple, like Apple's not losing the throne now. Apple taking over ExxonMobil was big news back then. And then here it comes. The FANG stocks, Wells Fargo, the most corrupt bank on the planet, is in here now. Tencent coming in, Alibaba coming in. And then this Saudi Aramco, they came in 2019 because they IPO'd and there's like some Saudi oil group and they had a crazy high valuation. I think that's come down a bit, and Apple did take it back over. Microsoft number 2. This is a 2021. I didn't realize Microsoft was 2 trillion now. But Amazon, Google, and then Tesla's coming in. So any cut. Look at this, Apple. But you go back 20 years, it's not. There's no Apple there, right? Every single one of these top countries have gotten disrupted. So what is going on that's going to change this year? I mean, the next 10 years. Is Apple going to still hang on, or are they going to get disrupted? I'd be more inclined to believe they're going to get disrupted. They're taking a lot of heat over their Apple Store policies, taking monopolies, big money. There could be some really interesting things with phones in the next 5 to 10 years. You got Solana doing a phone. You got Polygon doing a phone. It's not going to stop there. Some of the crypto companies are going to become some of the biggest organizations in the world, in my opinion. And we are crazy early. This is my point. We are crazy early to the next future of innovation. And I do think that's Web3, crypto, and blockchain and beyond. Now, the smart companies over here are going to get involved and be part of it. I think some have tried a little bit and given, like Microsoft thinks it's all a Ponzi. So is that the downfall of Microsoft? Maybe, maybe. Google's pretty smart when it comes to crypto. Facebook tried to get into crypto. The government slapped them on the wrist because they were trying to be a currency. So I'm sure they're still involved with crypto. And doesn't Meta have some partnerships going on with some crypto stuff? So a lot could be disrupted in the future. The only one in here that I feel really good about is Tesla. I mean, Tesla, I don't know how blockchain fits into the future. It may or may not. But Tesla is going to be highly innovative just when it comes to solar, when it comes to full self-driving, when it comes to cars, and many other, and space travel, and SpaceLink, and Neuralink. I mean, just the whole Tesla, that's beyond Tesla. And there are like talks of these could be great opportunities. SpaceX IPOing, the Boring Company IPOing, Starlink IPOing, and there's even like talks of combining it into like one super company. So who the hell knows with that? So Tesla's my only real play that I freaking love when it comes to the stock market. Like I called Tesla my trade of the decade in 2020. I did a video with the 3 trades of the decade. One of them was way wrong, though it could make a comeback, and I would change it now. But it was Bitcoin, Tesla, and Square. I would change that to just simply Tesla, Bitcoin, and Ethereum, right? The safest trades of the decade that I think were going to be amazing. If I wanted to go to the top 4, we would add Cardano. If we wanted to go to the top 5, I would probably add Solana at this point. Again, I'm not a huge fan of Solana, but I think it's going to be big and I think it's going to make a lot of money. Anyway, so that was a long answer to do I think do I think Matic could be $5? I think Matic could be I think every good crypto right now has a 10x in it minimum. In the next bull run, I think every crypto will have a 10x. I think sans maybe Bitcoin, and even it has a good chance of 10xing. Can Bitcoin hit 200,000 in the next bull run? That's only like a 3.5x from its all-time highs in 2018. There could be a huge supply crunch that hits both Bitcoin and Ethereum. Ethereum goes deflationary. It's the number 1 layer 1. It's already got the most TVL, the biggest companies, the biggest DeFi, the biggest blue chip DeFi projects in the world, the biggest blue chip NFTs. There could be a supply crunch. Ethereum at 15,000, 10x away, is only a 3x from its previous all-time high, or a 2x, however you look at a 3x, right? At 5,000, it only needs a 3x that from all-time high. I say only. Now, I will say Bitcoin and Ethereum are the least likely to 10x, but I think they still have a 10x in them. And then the further down you go, do I think Cardano could hit $5? Are you kidding me? I think it could hit higher. Do I think Solana could hit $400? I think it could hit higher. Do I think Polkadot could hit $70? I think it could hit higher. I mean, $70 is almost its last all-time high, and they still got a lot more that's going to come, and a lot more TVL that's going to come. Polygon, do I think Polygon could 10x at this point? Do I think a great layer one that's making moves can get to 65 billion market cap? Of course I do, right? So I think a $5 is like, psh, that's nothing at this point. Avalanche 10x, sure. What was it previous all-time high? About $118. Yeah, Matic to 10x. Not Matic. Avalanche, Tron. Not a big fan of. FTX, whatever. I'm not big on those type of coins. I'm just looking at ChainX is another good 10x plus. Cosmos has easily got a 10x in it. Algorand, I hear great things about Algorand. It has a potential 10x in it. ApeCoin has a 10x in it. Decentraland, Sandbox has it. Speaking, there's another one I forgot about. Did you know this, Retro? I learned this weekend. Toro in the house. How you doing, brother? I've been waiting a week for BTC to test. Let's go. I think it's gonna. Yep, me too. I think the hammer's coming tomorrow. I never answered why. We'll get in. All right, let me get that out real quick. Man, it's already this is supposed to be a quick one, but there's been a lot of good content here. All right, so Google and Amazon, I think, report tomorrow. When does Facebook report earnings? Meta. They report earnings 2 days after the bell. So, who did I say? Apple is tomorrow, I think. Nope, 7/28. Google reports tomorrow after the bell, and someone else, and it's a big one. Google. God damn it. Where is earnings? Let's see. GE tomorrow. McDonald's tomorrow morning. UPS is a big one tomorrow. UPS could be, Microsoft is another big one. All right, so UPS is big tomorrow. What does UPS have to say? Are people still shipping a lot of packages? This is a huge indicator for tomorrow. And this is before the bell. So this could be the start of the crash tomorrow. UPS says, man, there's not that many packages shipping. That's an indicator of, slowdowns. Microsoft after the bell. That's what's going on with Microsoft. That's not necessarily as big as, say, Google. So Google's after the bell. I can tell you, like, from what I'm hearing from big YouTubers, like the RPMs are been cut down to like 75% down. Some bro was saying how he used to get paid like 4 times as much for his YouTube videos. And that means advertisers or enterprise advertising is way down. So what does Google have to say tomorrow? Snapple already like started this last week with saying, man, yeah, people aren't spending money on ads. So does that mean that's going to translate into Google? And Facebook's going to be another huge one. So Google tomorrow after the bell. It could start tomorrow with UPS. So it could start tomorrow on Tuesday, and then Wednesday we get a follow up with the Fed that could just pile on top, and then Wednesday also. So we got a double whammy potential with the Fed and Meta after the bell. So these could be things that could either ignite or dump the market, and no chart's going to tell you. The chart could tell you, like, depending on the what happened with these, like where it could go, but it's not going to tell you where it's going to go beforehand. Anyway, the big news this weekend, I guess, it doesn't seem like many people are talking about it, but Sandbox is moving to Matic. There's another reason to ape into Matic. I could have sworn I heard that news this morning. Or are they just adding is deploying on Matic? They are planning are they completely moving off Ethereum? Yeah, I mean it sounds like they are. I guess this was out a while ago though. So I have sand on Ethereum. I don't know if I need to do anything. Time for Sandbox landowners to migrate to Polygon. So is this a full migration? Been a year. All right. So this is old news. New news to me. Nice alpha. Let's see. I've been wait. Yeah. Ape Soul is my play. I'm timing. Oh yeah. Those are two big ones for me. I want to buy a big ass bag of Soul and just stake it. And then I'm not looking to buy a big bag of Ape, but I want to buy some. The biggest ones I'm salivating over right now are Matic, but I want to pull back in Solana and Ethereum. And Adam, oh my goodness, it's like a kid in a candy store. I can never have enough. That's the worst part. I can never have enough. One day we'll see Harmony at the top. Microsoft is a shitty crypto. Yeah, someone said Harmony won. Who was it? Was that Jonathan? Said Harmony one's not gonna make it. Harmony not gonna make it. So yeah. I have no idea. They still haven't announced shit. Like, weren't we supposed to get news from them soon? I need to stop getting all these. You know, the most annoying tweet I get on my. I need to clean this fucking thing up. What video games have you enjoyed most over the past year or two? Alex Friedman. All right. You got more important things to freaking worry about, brother. You need to get Sergey off your back. It's like, I just moved all my. These have to be like bots, right? I just moved all my money to Cardano. Which NFT should I buy? You know, there was a really funny tweet. I don't think I retweeted it though. This is the I gotta get this for you because this is how you start off a Monday. What kind of I don't know, bro. This right here. Rex Chapman is like this ex NBA. He retweets some weird shit. I do got a really good Twitter I'm gonna find for you on. We'll end the stream on it because it's funny AF. Let's see. This is in reference to Harmony One, I'm assuming. That's pretty cool. That should work, right? I mean, you would waste a lot more gas. You would, oh, you would, you have a problem though. Is that like, it's getting it about halfway right there. Let's see if that continues. You don't want sound. No one, lawnmower is about the most annoying sound on the planet. Was it getting half here? This is, I mean, this isn't a liability at all. Like some kids roll up and someone gets their foot chopped off. Yeah, that's pretty impressive. Yeah, see, this Rex Chapman posts just too many memes. Maybe I need to stop following this guy. This is big news. Voyager Digital's restructuring with FTX. Bitcoin bear market could be coming to an end. Citibank. Okay, yeah, Citibank, someone you want to listen to. Hello. Hornswoggle P. Horsetooth. He bought some turd NFT. Clowns moving a car. This is the like Twitter is the most garbage thing on the planet. Here's a guy lighting a. Yeah, I want to stake. I want to stake my Cardano on this guy for sure. No, I get a lot of stuff like someone else hearts it. No, I know who it depends on. And that was what I was starting with. I need to like get rid of. But a lot of this is also just because like I don't follow most of this shit, but I guess these people. Well, I do follow a lot of crypto. I did follow a lot of One Bros, but they're filling up my stream with a bunch of shit too. I want to get it down to just good alpha. Maybe I need to set up a different Twitter. This is my shit Twitter just so I can, you know, be that social media guy. But then set up a list or something of good people. I don't know how to do this shit. It's too hard to get yourself into trouble on Twitter because you just follow all these people. Next thing you know, your shit's full of a bunch of garbage. Disco Solaris. What is this? I don't know what this is. I like the Cardano logo. Going back to work after a vacation is depressing. Hate is about to flip ETH. Okay. Tesla, Google. The Wall Street Journal. Elon Musk engaged in a brief affair last fall with wife of Sergey Brin, prompting the Google to file for divorce earlier this year and ending the tech billionaire's long friendship, according to People. Continuing to be developing news. Man, Elon, shit, that's not a good look, bro. I thought that was the video for a second. Mondays. What is wrong? Is that Retro as a kid? Is that home video of Retro as a kid? It has to be you, bro. It has to be. Oh, hello. Capo have anything today? Oh shit! That one's gonna get another view. Capo have anything today? No, nothing from Cap. Look at this, bro. This is not how you
What
trying
the
to trade
Hey,
crypto
sorry,
into
man.
this. Is this like is this staged? It has to be staged. Nope,
Whoa,
that
whoa,
looks
whoa,
real.
whoa.
Oh wow, dude.
What the
Could you imagine? At
Hey,
least
sorry,
he
man.
didn't like break his shoulder blade or nothing, like falling onto that.
Whoa,
Ah!
whoa, whoa, whoa. What the Hey, sorry, man.
Is this fake or real?
Whoa, 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 whoa. What the Hey, sorry, man. Whoa, 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 whoa. What the Hey, sorry, man.
That sounded kind of fake, but he should have better skills on a bike than that. Yeah, 50-50. I see. It's hard. It's too hard to tell. I give it a 50-50 like retro. Holy shit. What is good way to get killed? Wifey says Fed pivot. What is this even? Oh, it's just a. I went through and cleaned up my list. I don't know why I said list. I went through and cleaned up my list a couple weeks ago. I guess I'm gonna have to get a little bit more. All right, let's do a quick recap on the markets and crypto. Let me find this. Oh, I did retweet a couple things. Monkeypox is a big thing, I guess, going on right now. People are starting to freak out about that. Graham Stephan did have a good. So if you're not following me on Twitter, this garbage social media at Nostradamus, he did do a pretty interesting tweet thread on the collapse of the auto industry. We talked about this SEC thing, I think, last week. The big deal with this SEC thing is they're trying to do an end around on crypto by calling these cryptos a security by going after the Coinbase people, but not naming these cryptos as defendants so they can't defend themselves. We really need the CFTC to take over crypto. Let me get this ready for us. There's no way you don't laugh at this video, guys. There's no way. There is no freaking way you don't laugh at this. Right here. We're going to watch this in a second. All right, let's get a recap on what's going on in the markets. I have no idea. See a lot of red over here. Tesla is basically flat. We didn't look at crude oil, did we? Oh, and we did talk about bonds a little bit. So Bitcoin still kind of hovering around that level. Ethereum at 1,500. Nasdaq now down 70. The E-mini S&P is basically flat. Crude oil's up $1. And bonds, what are bonds? So they continue to go up. They're down a hair, but they're still at 141, which is really high. And then the VIX, what's volatility doing? The VIX is down a little bit, but it's still extremely elevated. And then in crypto, pretty boring. Not much has changed, I don't think, during this stream. I think the dump starts tomorrow. Bitcoin 21.8, Ethereum 15. Cardano had a nice little pump this weekend, a few pennies. Solana's coming down. I like it. I would love Solana to go to like $15. I know I got some major hopium on that one, but I'm hoping. I would like Matic to get down to sub 50 cents, I think, is on the tables if we crash for sure. But I'm really looking to scoop up Matic and Solana right now. All right, let's start this week off with a really funny video. I hope you all have a great week. There is no way you don't laugh at this. There is no freaking way you don't laugh at this. I'm laughing just because I know what's coming up.
Ik wist het. Wat nou? Ze hebben expres gedaan, klootzakken. Kijk deze. Ja, hè? Echt een klootzakken.
So these wives bought their husbands all the same shirt and didn't tell them.
Helemaal in te gördüm. Ik ben daar gezeten, man. En dat is je man.
Look at everyone.
Burası bir de ne diyor? Hey, mooi shit,
All right, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great